on the Colts. So that's Philip Barbour's first team foul of the third period. Logan with one team foul as well. And Amick will inbound for the Wildcats. Mosby on the backside, unable to get it. Knotts breaks away, and she's going to try to take this coast-to-coast, cut off nicely there. But a hesitation move, misses inside, gets her own miss, puts it back up and in. Amick drawing 3 defenders against this pressure ahead to Kraus. And Kraus right over to number 15, Cameron Harvey, the senior, finishes that one off. But so far, Amick really knifing through this Philip Barbour full court pressure. Couple one-handed passes on the move, and she's been dynamic against this Colts press. And Philip Barbour unable to break the paint there as Wilma is off on a 3. And now Amick's bringing it up again. Couple of hezzies, nothing doing. She'll bring it back out, get into the offense. And Logan will reset. Jalen, what have you seen from Addison Amick so far for Logan?
She's a very quick, not afraid point guard. She's a very good point guard.
She's done a really good job, I think, of controlling the pace in this game, and she controls her own pace very well. It's hard to speed her up, able to throw one-handed passes like we just saw there.
She makes her own opportunities.
Yeah, doing so on the move. So, been impressed with Amick so far in this one. And here's Kraus using a ball screen. Tries a little step through. Gathers it back, misses, and then there's a putback attempt by Butcher. That's off the mark. Mosby rips it away, and she comes up empty on that as Jeffries challenges. But Logan still with possession, and Carpenter is going to get called for the personal foul as Blair will check in for the Wildcats. And number 12, Leanne Moss, a freshman, entering for the Colts. Right back to Blair. Blair's going to tee another one up from the corner. Hit 2 from the corner in the first half. Unable to hit there. And now Carpenter will bring it up for Philip Barbour. Jalen, you were a sharpshooter in high school. I mean, it's what you're known for, your outside shooting. Did you have a spot where you felt most comfortable on the floor in terms of letting that thing fly?
I always loved the corners. Corners were always my little go-to. Even though it's kind of a harder shot since you don't have the backboard saving you, but I don't know. It's just that corner. Love the corner.
Jay's all about those corner threes, analytics game. That's right. No, but certainly corner 3, such a invaluable skill to have, really stretches the floor, forces the defense to play you out there, opens up opportunities for drivers and whatnot. Sometimes a lot of times just standing in the corner, just holding your space is one of the best things you can do to help your team create offense. Here's Amick at the line for her second, and she gets that one to go. And now Philip Barbour trailing 37-21, just over midway through this third quarter. And Logan going to a zone here. Aggressive coming out to the wings. They throw it inside, get it inside the Knotts, but she's doubled quickly by Kraus, trying to swing it around. Now Jeffries will get a post touch, and she's able to finish. So a good job there by Philip Barbour, swinging it around, getting Knotts a touch. Double comes, swing it all the way back to the other side, hit your other post. But they fail to pick up Amick, and she makes them pay with another one from deep. So Philip Barbour finally gets a bucket there from Jeffries, and then defensive lapse there as they fail to pick up Amick. bringing up the ball, and she splashes one from the perimeter. Here's Knotts again, doubled.
Oh, God.
This shit got her hair.
Jump off. Possession.
And got her hair pulled as Mosby, Mosby, excuse me, tried to tie it up and did get the jump ball. But I don't think I've seen that before.
I've never seen that in 10 years.
And another lob, Logan again breaking it up. They've done a great job of breaking up those lob passes on that baseline out of bounds. And there's another finish from Meade with Knotts giving chase. So Coach Toth imploring Logan's perimeter players to pressure the ball, make those entry passes to Jeffries and Knotts a lot tougher. And obviously the pressure that you apply on the perimeter can go a long way to making those entries more difficult. There's Wilmoth off on a three. And now Amick running it out. Knotts has to pick her up. Knotts still matched up with Amick, as Mosby has a mismatch in the post, not really looking to her. Blair stuck in the corner. She throws it away. And there's Moss bringing it up, the freshman for the Colts. Nice pass there by Carpenter to find Knotts underneath. Knotts with a spinning hook, and she gets it to go. Nice move there by Izzy Knotts.
Yeah, anytime she catches the ball that deep, it's going to be tough to stop her with her size and just skill around the rim.
And Knotts still matched up with Amick, so it seems the much bigger, taller Knotts took the challenge of guarding the smallest but the quickest player on the floor. And Logan promptly works it inside to Mosby, who now has the size mismatch underneath. She's able to take advantage with the bucket inside. And Coach Mauser will call a 30-second timeout with just under a minute to play in this third quarter. Logan still up by 19, which is exactly what they led by going into the halftime break.
Bradley's trying to put the scores table on the court.
It was a group effort.
Too strong.
I think it was Jay. Jay just puts like one arm out and bam, that thing just flies.
Been in the weight room.
Contracting. North Central West Virginia's general contractor, focused on the areas of additions, finished carpentry, electrical, kitchen and bath, decks, garages, and more, serving Marion and the surrounding counties. To schedule an estimate, call Ron at 304-534-2473. Viking Contracting, a veteran-owned and operated business.
So coming out of that timeout, Philip Barbour ball. The Colts trailing by 19. And swinging it around, there's a jump shot by number 22. That's Barker, the senior, Stephanie Barker, off the mark there. Here's Amick controlling. Nice little pullback there. And another cross. She draws the help. Butcher turns down the shot. Blair's going to take one from deep, and she's going to hit. So Blair with another three-pointer. She's hit 3 from out there so far. And Logan with, I believe, their largest lead of the game now at 47-25 with 30.5 seconds to go in this third period. So, Jalen, what have you seen so far in this second half between these two teams? Obviously, Philip Barbour trying to switch things up. We saw Knotts guarding Amick there. But what has stood out most so far in this third period?
I don't know, just the same kind of. Logan's still pushing the gas pedal on them, and you could tell Philip Barbour's still getting tired. And with the mismatches, I don't know. They're just trying every opportunity they can to.
Are you waiting for T Swift on there?
Yeah, I need
Put
Travis
something up.
Kelsey to catch a touchdown so they show her. My wife told me her outfit was slaying again today, so I'll have to catch a glimpse, I guess.
They've got Izzy Knotts out again.
In case any of you listeners are NFL fans and not watching, Chiefs leading the Texans 6-3 with 1:40 to play in the second quarter, or the first quarter, excuse me. Chiefs just sacked C.J. Stroud, so Texans are going to punt.
Oh, they moved up to a press.
And there's a steal. That's Meade, and she converts another one in close. Good job by Meade. She's finished a couple in transition, been the recipient of Logan breaking that Philip Barbour pressure, but she's done a good job converting in close for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Coach Toth called that timeout to get into their press, and it kind of threw Philip Barbour off. They'll switch some personnel around. We'll see how they do this time around with 15 seconds left in the half, or the quarter.
And throwing it into Jeffrey, she's double teamed, but still collects, and she's going to go to the foul line with 4.5 seconds to play now in the period. Butcher with the foul. That's her third personal. Jeffrey is unable to convert. Now Mosby and Amick will come in for this final possession of the period. And Jeffrey's off on the second as well. Kraus bobbles the rebound up ahead. Amick unaccounted for again. And she is fouled by Jeffries as the third quarter buzzer sounds. So that's a couple times now where Philip Barbour has failed to pick up Amick. And Amick hit a pull-up three when she was unaccounted for earlier in the period. And right there, getting a foul call in transition. So she'll have a chance to increase the Logan lead entering the fourth. And they're actually going to put 0.3 seconds back on the clock.
And that call gave Jeffries her third foul.
Amick good on the first, as Logan now has the Colts doubled up at 50-25.
I don't have a .3, Bradley, so I'm just going to keep it at 0-0.
And at the end of the third period, Logan leading Philip Barbour 51-25 here in Game 5 on Day 2 of the East Fairmont Classic. We'll be back momentarily. Stay with us on the East Fairmont Sports Network.
Country Roads Moving is your licensed, insured, residential, and commercial moving and packing company. Open 7 days a week. For pricing and availability, call 304-886-8380. Country Roads Moving. Let us take you home to the place where you belong.
State University is a great place. It's a great place to learn. Not too big, not too small. Award-winning programs, professors who really care. Fairmont State University, a great place to soar. Learn more at fairmontstate.edu.
Whether you're an on-field or backyard athlete, you know injuries can happen. And when they do, there's Elevate Physical Therapy in Whitehall. We specialize in sports medicine, orthopedics, post-surgical, and other forms of therapy. We help our patients reach their peak of health, wellness, and recovery. Patients are evaluated and treated by only licensed physical therapists. We're right next to Middletown Homes in Whitehall. Visit us at elevateptwv.com or call us at 304-534-8122. Elevate Physical Therapy. We'll get you back in the game.
Back here at the East Fairmont Classic, where we are set to go for the fourth and final quarter here between Logan and Philip Barbour. The Wildcats leading after 3, 51-25. A competitive first quarter, but it was all Logan in the second, and they were able to maintain their lead in that third quarter. And now with a healthy advantage heading into the fourth.
Handoff action.
They set up that backdoor pass, and Amick converts on a nice dime there by Kraus. And a good set, well executed coming out for Coach Toast's club.
Yeah, that dribble weave handoff action's hard to guard.
Boyard up and good from the baseline.
Speaking of, I think the Mountaineers just started, Bradley, on Jerry West Day.
It's officially been tabbed Jerry West Day.
Yeah, they're doing the throwback uniforms and everything.
Oh, nice. What channel is the Mountaineer game on?
I'm about to find out.
Where is it on? Logan going to that weave action again. Kraus denied by Knotts. And now Philip Barbour will bring it up. Boyard looking ahead. There's Moss. So 2 straight jumpers from the baseline. The first by Boyard and that one by Moss. As the freshman able to convert on a smooth jumper there. Philip Barbour within 53-29 now. And here's Amick again going to that hesitation move, challenging Knotts. A good job by Knotts to stay straight up and avoid that fourth foul. A turnover as she tries to bring it up, and Amick hits the short jumper.
Missed a couple buckets here trying to look for this game.
Philip Barbour looking for Knotts. Good backside help there by Logan to deny the catch. And now Moss is going to try one from deep, left unaccounted for, but she's a little long. And Amick will walk it up, controlling the pace here for Logan. Set up a play for Kraus. And Amick saw the slip there. Mosby a little late to recognize, but she did get a shot up and missed. And then we have a reach-in foul there on Logan. As Butcher checks back into the game for the Wildcats. First team foul of the quarter on Logan. Philip Barbour, 0 team fouls.
Early action, Brad. West Virginia 6, Iowa State 6.
6-6. What channel is it on?
I put it up on ESPN Plus.
Okay, so ESPN Plus, if you're searching at home. I'm not sure if it's actually on one of the ESPN stations or if you got to have that sub.
I sub.
John subs, so we can give you updates here if you're unable to watch.
Ooh.
There's a step through by Knotts off the mark. Jeffries misses on the putback attempt, and now Mosby gets it out of there. Carpenter deflects it away, but Logan will retain possession here.
Number 30, JC Blair.
Number 33, Reagan Wright, checking in, another freshman for Philip Barbour. So Coach Mauser going deep into his bench in this one. We've seen a lot of younger players getting plenty of opportunities for the Colts. They have a young team overall. And the majority of their starting lineup is sophomores, and then Boyard, a freshman.
Good take there by Mosby.
Fouls on Philip Barbour's number 10, Finley Carpenter, second. Team first. And Mosby at the line, shooting 2.
And Mosby hits that one. Now we'll have another substitution.
Yeah, Logan's still looking to run here and push the tempo. I was curious to see what they would do in this fourth. They look to still continue kind of what they've been doing to get this lead.
And Kraus, nice anticipation play there. She deflects the pass and then gathers it in for the steal. Good hit-ahead pass. Blair unable to convert, but she's going to be fouled, so she'll head to the line.
Yeah, a little late whistle there, but as the officials say, there's no such thing as a late whistle. Only the right whistle, Bradley.
Is that what they taught you in the officiating academy, John?
They did. They said, doesn't matter if you call it late as long as you get it right. But if you call it late, you better get it right. And that was definitely the right call. She definitely
I wonder how receptive coaches are to that saying.
Not great. Especially the crowd is not as receptive either.
And Blair hits the second free throw. Logan now up 57-29 as they've really controlled this one since the first quarter of action. And that pass is deflected out of bounds.
Let's see, they got Izzy Knotts playing the high post, and then when they swing it around, they bring it in low. Lob's there if they want it. That's Carpenter for three off the mark.
And Logan throws it into Blair, nothing there. I'll swing it back around. Now Butcher trying to get post position. Kraus scoops up the loose ball, and she easily converts on the baseline drive as Logan goes up 30, their largest lead of the game. And now Phil Barbour getting into some weave action.
Good take there by 33 for Philip Barbour. Couldn't quite finish with the left hand, but she'll head to the line.
Yeah, Reagan Wright, the freshman, with a nice move there for the Colts.
Right at the line, shooting two. Checking in for Philip Barbour, number 21, Paisley Stout. Checking in for Logan,
number 21, Ashley Poling, checking in for Philip Barbour, a senior. One of the few seniors on this team, a very young team, Philip Barbour. I mean, most of the girls who have played today are either sophomore or a freshman. So, a lot of minutes of experience being gained this season for the Colts.
Yeah, and the future is bright for Philip Barbour. I mean, they got some talent that played a lot last year. They're just young right now. Once they figure it out here next year and moving forward in 2 years when they're all seniors, it's going to be a dangerous team. And if you remember, Logan was kind of the same way. Bam Mosby, Kraus, Amick, they all played as freshmen and sophomores. Took some lumps early, but now that they're seniors, they started to figure it out. And you can tell it's a well-experienced team that knows what everyone's going to do on the court. And a foul there.
number 21, LaDonna Blankenship, that's her first.
Oh, man. I'm way behind on the clock. Or way ahead. We still got 2 minutes left, not 1 minute.
I'm trying to multitask. I can't imagine trying to call this game and punch in the
Yeah, we need to get our score link working, but still fast-paced game with under 2 minutes to play. That three is off the mark, just a little bit short. Both teams still playing hard.
Yeah, absolutely playing hard. Some starters still in, mixing in some of the bench. So still a valuable minute 30 here. A lot you can gain from these opportunities. And here's Carpenter walking it up. So Carpenter's still in there along with Izzy Knotts for the Colts. Kraus, Amick still in there for the Wildcats.
Man, 21, Blankenship has 3 fouls here in under a minute played.
Getting her name in the scorers book one way or another. And Wright converts on the free throw.
She's playing hard, just banging bodies in there. And Finley Carpenter and Izzy Knotts checking out. So it looks like Philip Barbour got fully reserved players in at this point. Coach Toth working on his delay offense here.
Yeah, Logan just running some clock here. And Philip Barbour with all backups in now.
Yeah, Logan still with a couple of starters in. I'm curious to see if they get a shot up. Typically, when both reserves come in, you probably still play it out. But with Logan still having some starters in, I figured they'll just dribble out the clock here with 30 seconds left. Yeah, and they're just moving it around, not looking to score or anything right now. Update from Morgantown, Iowa State 15, West Virginia 9 with 10 minutes in the first quarter, or first half rather.
And this one gonna go final here. Logan winning this Class AA matchup 59-32 over Philip Barbour as Game 5 on Day 2 of the East Fairmont Classic concludes. Up next, we will have Quad A Musselman versus defending Class AAA state champion Nitro. So,
yeah, if you're here for Musselman Nitro, we'll go ahead and end this stream, and we'll pick up here in like 2 or 3 minutes with the new stream.